guys are all doing well today. I wanted to make a really quick video today here with you guys showing you the breakdown of my crypto trade I did, BTC, and I want to show you guys exactly some tools, little tips when you're trading crypto. I'm not giving you a strategy, I'm giving you tips, okay? Not a strategy, tips to boost whatever you're doing. If you want a strategy, just message me on Instagram at dynasty_wolves. WOLVES, wolves. Dynasty_wolves. Dynasty as in DYNASTY _wolves. Okay? So, whenever you're trading crypto or BTC, blah, blah, I'm going to specifically talk about BTC because usually I notice BTC is kind of like the central nervous system of crypto of other ones. Not private coins, but coins more in like, let's say Ethereum and other altcoins that are mainstream, okay? So Bitcoin is kind of like the central nervous system of all those. I noticed they all react the same way. So basically, if you go to this site called CNN Business, and you go to the pre-markets, and I'll leave a link in the description, cnn.com/markets/pre-markets. What I do to give me extra confirmation on direction when I'm trading crypto is I actually go and I look in the pre-markets and I look and see if it's all red, which it is, the Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, when everything's all red, that usually pushes the direction of Bitcoin, okay? And another thing is, because when the stocks are bad, asset prices grow and all that other shit. But yeah, also I look at the world markets too, because this is basically the same thing, but when I look at our country, when I see it's all in red, I usually short crypto. And this is more of like the pre-markets, not the, but this is just one confirmation that I use. Another confirmation that I would like to show you guys to use when checking the price of BTC that allowed me. And before we go into the next one, I basically trade it. I do it often. And what I do is I use a combination of two websites to do it. I use TradingView and I use BitMEX. But basically we had some, I used the Heikin Ashi. I don't know why it sits there. But we had this clear supply. I have a way I identify direction with crypto, especially Bitcoin. And usually when I get that direction, it shows me big, giant supply or demand zones like this that clearly shows us that smart money is under control here and supply is under control. So there's more supply than demand right now with BTC, okay? And because of that, I'm not saying this is the only confirmation I had. This is just a part of what I did. I'm not revealing my strategy or anything. I'm just showing you what I basically did. I got it on the supply area. It doesn't feel all the way exact, so price will never come up to all the way the top of it. It usually comes to like half or a little bit. So it came up top, and then I took profit right there. And basically that allowed me to, I was just messing around on this account, but that allowed me to quickly make about this much. So it's dust. It's not a lot of money. It's just a little bit. It's like $80 something. But I was just testing it on one of my funding accounts to see if the strategy I've been putting together secretly has been working, and it's slowly been working. I've been seeing some good results, but I didn't really come in here to talk about this specifically. I came to talk about what led me to this specifically in confirmation-wise, okay? So, and it's not a lot of money. It's just $80 something, but I just want to show you guys the confirmations I'm using because I've noticed this has led me to do this multiple times. Okay, so this is the first confirmation I showed you. The second one is to go to this site called Commitments of Traders. It's basically COT data, Commitment of Traders, and I want you to go and I want you to come to this site, okay? And I want you to click on, I will leave all of this in the description, don't worry. And I want you guys to scroll down until you see Currency Legacy Reports. And then click where it says Chicago Board of Trade, and then what you want to do is click Short Format, okay? So now that you click Short Format, the next thing I want you guys to do is I want you to keep scrolling. We see wheat, we see oats, soybeans. I want you to keep scrolling until we see crypto. Let's see. Hold on, guys. It's being a little weird. Commitment, traders, release schedule, features only, short format. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. So you're going to go down and click Chicago Mercantile Exchange, not Board of Trade. Mercantile Exchange. Short format on Mercantile Exchange, okay? So here it is, guys. So Mexican peso, you see the British pound. We're not doing Forex today, not a Forex video. Bitcoin, you see this? So what this is, before I explain this to you guys, COT data stands for Commitment of Traders, and it basically is a form of smart money / institutional data that gives us an overview on where the big players are in the market, okay? So it basically tells us where the retailers are, the amount of orders retailers have, the amount of orders hedge funds have, and big banks have, and basically shows us where all the smart money is currently at. So it's a weekly publication that shows the aggregate holdings of different market participants in the U.S. market, okay? So this is a COT report that is important because it's the best way to visually understand where big players are positioned in the market and how big money has flowed, basically. But yeah, so if you notice you'll see where it says non-commercial, commercial, and non-reportable positions, okay? And you're probably wondering what that is. Commercial, aka hedgers, banks have very deep pockets, okay? So we want to look for them for the long-term movement because they trade less often than other agencies. So non-commercials, so the commercials I just explained to you, the commercials here are smart money. They're the hedge funds and banks. And non-commercials also contain some smaller hedge funds and also they're smaller, but they're still large because they're larger than the average person. So they're still considered smart money. So institutions and shit like that. So non-commercials, institutions, commercial is banks. That's how you can remember it. So non-reportable is basically the dumb money, not smart money. Is you and I. So that those are people that have small capital, known as retailers. Okay, and non-commercial basically. Let me go back over non-commercials again. Non-commercials tell you whether hedge funds are net long or net short, and institutions. So basically, all this data shows us who's net long and net short. So the smart money is non-commercial and commercial, and the retail is the dumb money is non-reportable. And you can write everything I said down. I have a PDF that explains all of this, but yeah, on my Instagram. So if we look here on the commercial at the banks, we can see obviously that the number of shorting of holding is larger than the long. So that's obviously that direction is short for the bank. So that confirms my trade even more that we did and why we had so much supply here. Okay. So let's go back to non-commercial. So we did commercial. We see that commercial has shorter. They're more on the short side than the long side. Okay. So the banks, the non-commercial, they're long. But the thing is, that doesn't mean you guys go and trade long now because I'm sorry, guys. The non-commercial, like I said, is the hedge funds, institutions, commercials, the banks. So commercial will always have more power than the non-commercial. And so even though our smart money told us that we are long here, the fact is, once we see this and it goes against that, we obviously know who it is now because, okay, so the smart money, the institutions were long and hedge funds were long, but the banks are short. And we know that the banks trade less often than the other institutions and hedge funds. So that means that this red right here, the supply, that basically explains the supply. Because if we were long and all of a sudden it's short, it has to be the banks because they don't trade that often. And it says here data-wise that we had, that non-commercials, banks, and hedge funds and institutions were long. And if you don't understand this, guys, watch another one of my videos. I make another video like this, but basically that's what I was trying to tell you guys. And we can see non-reportable positions, the retailers, the dumb money, it says they're going long, okay? And so that's even greater confirmation for us because now that's the money that we need to take with smart money, okay? So these were just two confirmations that I wanted to talk about, CO2 data and pre-markets. And both of them will be linked in the description. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you guys on the next video.